Montgomery Malone speaking with Curriculum Director Doug Gunselman. And Doug, we're really excited to talk about this aerospace program with the high school, and you talked about maybe leading that into college as well. So can you just talk about this aerospace program?
You bet. So the Oklahoma Aeronautics Commission has kind of had this desire for our schools in Oklahoma to pursue aviation in high school. And as I mentioned to you, our state right now has an economic impact of $44 billion a year with the aviation industry. And so with aviation being such a big part of our state, and a really big part of our community too. I mean, we have a famous astronaut and other people that have gone to SWASU that have worked at NASA. Weatherford is very much an aviation community, and so a great way for us to get more STEM opportunities for our kids in high school is to have an aviation program. And so we're looking forward to getting that started. It will start in the fall at the high school with 2 entry-level aviation classes. Ronnie Fleming is going to be our teacher for that class, and he's awesome. He's had decades of experience flying planes and helicopters, and he's passionate about aviation. So the kids are going to love it, and they're going to learn a lot. And then with that, I was telling you statistically, the average starting salary for aviation in our state is $73,000, which is double the state average. And so students that take these classes are going to be exposed to all the careers that they can have in aviation. And it's our hope that they can go to high school here in Weatherford, learn about aviation at an entry level, perhaps go to SWASU with the engineering program, and then get a great job out of college in the field of aviation. It's an industry that is lacking people working as pilots or in mechanics or air traffic control. I mean, there's a big need there, and so we're hoping that by giving our students exposure to this career, that perhaps we can feed more into that industry from Weatherford.
And what are some of the ways that you can work with the museum and the airport here? Because we have a great system out there. So what are some of the things that you can do with them?
Right. I mean, I'll just say I believe our airport and our museum for a town of the size that we are, it's the best in the country, and you can't convince me otherwise. And so with that, I mean, we're so fortunate to have that. And so I've been working with the museum and the airport and trying to start an aviation day that will start in September, where we'll invite schools from Western Oklahoma to come out for a day to experience aviation, to learn about careers, to go through our amazing museum and check out our cool airport, be able to visit with pilots maybe from our community, and also just to be able to look at planes and go through checklists and just talk to them about their experiences in aviation. And so having the airport and the museum that we have is such a tool for us to attract communities and students and people to come visit. And so I'm really excited about partnering with them and getting more people in our community.
Right. And you've talked about in the past at school board meetings that you've been trying to get a lot of grant money for this to really fund this
Right.
class. So how has that gone?
Well, I'm currently writing a grant to the Oklahoma Aeronautics Commission, asking for funding for our instructor and for the program. Usually in the first year, they'll provide us a simulator that we'll get to have, and we'll try to each year add a simulator. When I went to Ada and visited about a month ago, I think they had about 7 or 8 simulators, which is pretty neat. Some of the simulators you can actually get flight and instruction hours, so you can actually fly the plane and get hours towards your private pilot's license. So that's pretty neat. They let me fly one. It was really fun. So I was telling them, because of where we're going to house the aviation program, someday when we have board meetings and we're in an executive session and waiting, we can all just go in the flight simulator and do some flight lessons if we want. So, but no, really, it's going to be so with these grants, we're looking at the funding, like I said, for that, and just with some materials. A lot of it's actually provided by the OAC, because we're one of the first 50 schools in the state of Oklahoma to do this, and so they actually are going to give us a lot of our supplies. So mainly it's just getting the program going, and then it's my vision too that we take this all the way down to the kindergarten level. That because Weatherford is an aviation community, that kindergartners through 12th grade have some part of aviation in their school year. And so, we're looking at books that they can read at the Bircham level all the way up to, mentioning and having experiences with aviation in all of our classes. And as I mentioned before, this is going to benefit us with our students too, to provide another opportunity possibly for it being a computer science credit and a science credit too. So right now it's considered an elective, but the state of Oklahoma is working on transitioning that to be a science credit and also computer science credit.
Oh, Doug, I've got to say I'm really excited during the executive sessions at school board meetings to
Yeah.
be flying that simulator.
Yes.
And we're really excited for this program. Do you have anything to add to that?
No, just appreciate the support of our community. I mean, our community obviously is very giving, and we're very appreciative of that. Appreciate Weatherford Daily News and helping us get the word out on this. But we want our whole community to be involved in this. So any pilots out there that want to reach out and want to help out, to talk to a class next year, or if you have a plane that we can come look at and check out, or anything like that, we really want to make this a very much a community effort, and excited about the many opportunities, the fun and the cool things that we're going to be able to provide to our students someday.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Doug.
Appreciate it.
Thank you
Thank
guys
you.
for watching.
Thanks.